Hello, everybody. How are you all doing today? This is Yusuf Chowdhury, your digital marketing coach, trainer, consultant, whatever. I'm your boy. 5:57 p.m. Central Time. All right, so let's continue. Today, let's go ahead and analyze more of these websites. Yeah, yesterday it was a little bit strange that I was not able to see anything on the Facebook groups. I was getting this white screen of death. You know what I mean? So let's see if we can share this today. Let's see if it works. All right, there you go. It's working now. That's good. What I'm doing. Let's go back. So can you all see this? All right, cool. There you go. So don't forget to join this. If you have a self-hosted base, a WordPress self-hosted base website, don't forget to join this awesome Facebook group for WP Beginner. So this is for the non-techies, small business bloggers, and do-it-yourself website owners. So let me go to that post where everybody's basically posting their website for feedback. Okay, they're posting all these links for a feedback. Where did that post go? But look at this. A lot of interactions, a lot of help. Everyone is engaging, so it's an awesome community to really join. I'm looking for that. It went somewhere. Probably just went all the way down. Let me see if I can pull it up from here. There you go. Okay. Yeah, wow, look at that. Almost 380 comments. Right, that's really good. So a lot of activities only on just this one post. See this one right here. Great community, by the way. Very great community. So if you need any help, if you need any advice, you came across some issues, you want a feedback on a website that you built it by yourself, like what kind of other feedback do you need and what kind of other adjustment you want to implement, this is a very good place to be part of. Okay. So yesterday we looked at the Sky News. Let's look at today. Let's see what we have here. Angel. Let me go ahead and check your site. So as I mentioned, usually when we look at the website, if you want to do like some sort of basic, just like a basic analysis, not necessarily something into too much details, the first thing you have to look at the functionality. Look at how the website looks like. Does it click quickly? Does it, when I see it, does it mean something? Does it mean what it's supposed to mean? You know what I mean? So Think Academy, I love the logo, by the way. I wish it was just a little bit bigger because I cannot see the tagline. What is the tagline? Like, oh my God, think something. I can't even see it. Think today for a bright tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, but I like the logo. It's like the bulb, and there's something to grow because knowledge, light is like a knowledge and grow. That's very genius. I like that. I like the logo. I like how the home is highlighted as green because that's the first thing you see. Okay. About the company, the services, testimony, blog, and resources, contact. And it comes with like, oh, look at that, Chinese and English. So it has a multi, what you call it? It comes with multiple languages, Chinese and English. So this is from Canada, okay. So this is pretty cool. Welcome to Think Academy. There's two call to action: our services and online registration. On this one, I like that the text is on the left hand side. The issue with this one, the white color, you don't want to have a white color behind another light color. If it's black, then the white will stand out, right? If it's white, then you have to have a darker color. Makes sense because the darker color has to be reflected. Okay. So I would say either change, not necessarily change, but have like a border around the word welcome to, not like flat. You know how something can have like an edge to it. Think Academy, of course. I mean, look at the logo itself has a black text. Maybe that will stand out. When it comes to the call to action, because these are two different call to action, you do not want to use the same color for the both call to action. You got to use something a little bit different, right? So let me give you an example. This is one of my former clients here. Look at their site. On this one, let me wait. You see right here, you got buy a home, refinance. Two different color because it does two different thing, right? So that's how you supposed to keep your call to action like that. So on this one, it should be like a different color. Tawsif, alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, akhi. How are you, my man? How you doing? Okay. So that's my suggestion right here. Change one of the colors, maybe, I don't know, orange or red, because colors also has a psychology, by the way. The colors mean something. If you all remember the tool that I shared the other day, let's see, is it CO? Is it colors? So this is an awesome tool, mainly for designers actually. It's called the super fast color scheme generator. Okay, so this is an awesome tool. My designer uses it. They basically tell me, look, which color. If you pick two colors, that's the maximum recommendation. I don't recommend more than three, right? So if you pick three, is like more than three is like too much. Okay, so whatever color you pick, what matches with it. Okay, so this is an awesome tool. You can check it out, called colors with COOLORS.co colors. Okay. So, let's see. Okay, you want to check this. So going back right here, Think Academy creates program that becomes the bridge to connect school and life. I love this. I love this copy right here. This is awesome. What students learn in school. Okay, this is pretty nice. We work together to, but here's the problem. Where does it go? See, what students learn in school. Is this like a design? Is this how it's supposed to be like that? Maybe like okay, maybe it's part of the design. Okay, I thought there's something clickable. We work together to build. Okay, what makes us different? These are good bullet points, but you should make it bigger. It's too small to see even here. Make the font a little bit bigger here in this one. Okay. Think Academy focuses on, I like the text right here. Our process, learn more, good job, program, read more, and quality. Okay, I like this thing here. Okay. But you see the flow. I mean, the flow is very nice. Welcome, services. If you want to register right away, if you're not interested or you don't register right away, you want to see what kind of service they provide, or they can scroll down, take them like buyer's journey. You're taking the buyer's persona to some sort of flow. So you're taking them down, okay, and what makes them different? I'm still engaged, and their process, their program, and testimony. What our parents say about Think Academy. What are the testimony? There's something missing here. I don't see the testimony for this part. So you might want to add a testimony on this one here. Contact us, services testimony. Okay. The only thing missing here, it's a legal disclaimer, pages, privacy policy, and what is it? Legal disclaimer, privacy policy, terms of service, and of course, as you know, the accessibility for children with disability. Are they able to use the program? So that's something you have to look for it. So just the minor changes, not too much to be fixed right here. Okay. Click on the About page. Oh, I love this one too. Mission. All right, that's their mission. Certified. Get in touch. Okay, same thing. The process, the think, the plan, the act, teaching philosophy. Okay, more about them. But what do they teach? Student and lifelong learners. License. Okay, but what that should be in the program. What is the program? Empathy. Let me go to the services, because now we know what they are. What kind of service they provide? Custom. Let's see. How can we use Golden Circle from Simon Sink while designing a website? Are you talking about the why, if I recall, Tosif? The why reasons. Our programs custom made after a full assessment, flexible, clear, targeted teaching material, homework, reassessment. Like, okay, what is it for? Is it for like elementary? Learn from you on the internet, build content. Okay. But what do they? Oh, English. Learning, early learning. So they teach English and they teach math. Okay. So those are the two things that they provide. And here are the services. Okay. So now it makes sense. So they teach English and math. I didn't see that on the homepage. It didn't make any. So again, if your services is only to teach English and math, you have to, on the homepage, because I didn't know. Right? If it says welcome to Think Academy for English and math, right? Right away from the right off the bat, right? And instead of me trying to figure out like what else they're teaching. So that's another recommendation I would put. If again, the changes that you make sometime has to be based on the website visitor's behavior, which is from your Google Analytics and specifically from the Google Analytics, okay, and the Google Search Console. All right, testimony for credibility right here. Testimony for credibility. Yes, Tosif. Yeah, I forgot that. I know it's the why circle. It's about the why and how the why is more important than just features and testimony. Let's see. There you go. Some testimony. Oh, in Chinese too. Look at that. Interesting. Okay. All right. Blog. Okay, yeah, a couple of blogs here. That's good. Let me click on the blog. Is this the one of the blog? Blog. Oh, that's not the blog. That's a blog page. I think the blog, that kind of throw me off a little bit. Is that the blog page? There you go. See, that threw me off a little bit. Title, image. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's see. Title, image. Okay, well organized. I like that. But make sure the text a little bit darker and not too small. Maybe like 14 pixel or 18 maximum. Some images are too small, man. You gotta make it larger. Okay, good. There you go. No social sharing. There's a comment box. Good job on the comment box, so you can have the engagement going on. But what is the social sharing button? Okay, I believe this website is in WordPress, so there's so many plugins that you can use for social sharing. And since the group is for folks that want to be part of the WP beginner free courses, let's go to the site right here. Type social sharing. Let's see what kind of content. There you go. How to add social sharing button. There are 10 best social sharing plugin for WordPress 2020. So just go to the WP Beginner and do a search and look up for 10 best social sharing social media plugins for WordPress 2020. Okay, so bunch of plugins, you can pick which one do you like. Just pick one of them and test it out and see which one you're going to utilize it, because I did not see any plugin coming up on your blog post. Okay, I would keep the images consistent. Like, you can have big, then way too small right here. Keep it all consistent. Make the color a bit darker. Enlarge the text font for, like, 14 or 18 pixel. I don't know why this is. So just minor changes here and there. Okay, and of course the social sharing buttons. Parent resources, student resources, contact. All right, so that's from the design point. Okay, that's from the design point of view. Let's go ahead and see. All right, let's see. All right, let's see how many mistakes they have. This is for folks with disabilities. So on the home page, there are 18 contrast errors, 2 errors. So I know this for a fact that most of the websites out there don't even build a site for folks with disability. Okay, so as you can see, a lot of problem needs to be fixed. If you want to know what they are, you click on the box right here. It explains to you what it is. Click on the code. It shows exactly on which part of the website this issue right here in the coding system. You see that? That's the coding area. And if you want to understand what it is about, and right here explains to you what does it mean, why it matters, and what you need to do. See that? Color and the background color, large text, larger than 18 point or 14 point, bold. It does not require as much contrast as smaller text. The algorithm and the standard guideline on how to build or create this backend changes. Okay, so I knew that anyway, so those are the changes that needs to be fixed. All right, so now let's talk about the on-page SEO, basic stuff, and we're not getting to the detail. The first thing I usually check is the speed of the website. Let's see, Google speed test. There are many tools out there to check for the speed. There's like a webpagetest.org, GTmetrix, Google speed test. I use GTmetrix and the Google speed test. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how is it doing. So another point from the SEO point of view, congratulations and good job on having the HTTPS. That's very important, so good job on that one. So let's see right here, and let me also go ahead and pull up the GTmetrix. If you all have any question, feel free to ask or go ahead and share your website below on the comment section, and I'll go ahead and give you some really good feedback for you to work on. All right, so on the mobile device, the speed is kind of not that good. It's more less than 40%, and it will show exactly where the problem is. And on the desktop is good. So you're in the middle range, like from 50 to 89. You're in the 85, so that's good. Of course, you want to be 90 and above. But on the GTmetrix, yeah, you're good. You got 89 and 80, so you're good. Just again, you always want to strive to be the best, right? So if you talk to a developer, have them just, because sometimes even if you make the website very fast, and due to the traffic and many changes and blogging, whatnot, the quality of the speed will fluctuate. So you always have to go back every month and double check and adjust it. Okay. So the good thing is that you have the HTTPS. The speed needs to be a little bit worked on. And if you want to learn more about how to speed up the site, go to WP Beginner. and do a search for website speed. What? Webbyte? Sorry. Can't even type. But does it miss? Oh, so there you go. Haha. Speed. No, let me go back. Let me go back. Website speed. There you go. 25 tips to what do you call it? Speed up the performance or boost the performance of the WordPress based website right here. So Saeed, the founder of WP Beginner, put all the resources for you. Okay, it's really good. So make sure to check it out. If you want to do it by yourself, all the resources right here. Okay, right here. All right. So that's for the speed. And now let's check some of the on-page SEO stuff. One second. Let's see. Let me turn this thing on real quick. It's a Chrome extension. This is a very, very basic Chrome extension SEO tool. Very nice. So there you go. The home page don't have a proper title tag or page title, right? Sometimes we call it SEO title. So instead of, if somebody's going to search for the word home, that basically means they're going to buy a property, right? So in your situation, going to be something like if you only teach English and math, then it's going to be maybe online English and math tutorial services by Think Academy. That should be your. I'm just throwing as an example because I don't know exactly what you're trying to target. What's your keyword for the niche? Even though I saw that part of your services is the English teaching and math. The meta tag description is missing. That basically means you're not describing what that page is about. So this thing has a SEO value, but the meta description, even though it doesn't have an SEO value, but it still can help you with something we call it the click-through rate. That means if your audience sees it on the Google and it addresses them, it will make them interested to click on the page. So what you have to do, as I mentioned before, that you need to make sure that every single page on your website, and this is my recommendation, okay, every single page on the website should have their own unique title tag with up to 70 characters, including spaces and relevant key terminologies within that website, within that page. So if the service page talks about math and English teaching, then you're going to put that, right? So every pages must have their own unique relevant title tag, and each one of them should have their own unique relevant meta tag description. Brian, what's going on, my man? Except for the suggested limit of the character in the title. Yeah, it's only like, I recommend only 60. Yoast stops around 160, even though the meta tag description can be written up to 320 right now. That's one of the changes that Google made. Okay. So those are suggestions. So I recommend that you have to do it on every single page. And I'm sure that all of them are not optimized. Okay. I can just tell you, I have a sixth sense. I can just see it without even using the tool. Let's see what here. So you have on the home page 10 images that doesn't have an alternative text, which means the images that you have here does not say or does not tell the blind person what these images are about. So you have to explain that this is an image of children grabbing a book or a school or learning together, something like that. So you have to explain it. Word up, Brian. So it's missing, and that's just for the home page. If I check every single page, I might get the same error. Text ratio. So basically, you have the backend is full of codes, and the text that you have in front of it, the ratio is less than the code on the backend, right? So our recommendation is, or my personal recommendation is, that the text on every single page should be at least 25% versus the code, right? So right now on your home page, you have 5%, and it says right here, ouch. Your website ratio of text to HTML code is below 15%. We suggest adding a little more to your website. So that's about the home page. So if you do check every single page, it is going to be the same thing. So if you want to find out, make sure you add this Chrome extension plugin called the SEO Quake. Okay, I see that you have a Google Analytics. That's very good. Make sure you log in, and you also have a Google Search Console. Good job. So make sure you log in to your Google Analytics and see what kind of traffic you are getting and what are the top 10 pages. Are people looking at the website from the mobile device or from the desktop? What's the majority? What's the popular pages within the navigation bar? And all this information, then make the adjustment. How many words per page? Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, I recommend not less than 300 words, but sometimes I've seen some pages that has even like 1,000 word and the ratio is still low because based on the complexity of the website, right? So I would say not less than 300. Again, just a recommendation, not a solid blueprint rule. 300 is minimum. So if you do 300 or more, you can try that. But you still have to run the tool to test and see if the ratio matches or not. Just because it's 300 word, that doesn't mean the ratio going to be more than 15% or which I recommend 25%. Okay. All right. So any question about analyzing this website? I'll just toss out some loose for you. Any questions so we can jump to the next page? Some of these awesome people left a feedback. Jay basically said, great looking website. Just a note, there was too much text on the L blog page. That seems to be a weird place. Yeah, exactly. Because I was a little bit confused too. Marita, what did she say? Some of the fonts is very small. Yep, I talked about that. Or hard to read. Also, the logo after welcome to is very small. Maybe it's not rendered there because it's already at the top. Wazifa, can you talk about the meta keywords? The meta keyword has no value. Okay, the meta keywords. Masarrat, assalamu alaikum, how are you? So thank you for tuning in. The Wazifa, I'm sorry, the meta keyword, you don't have to even worry about it. That's very old school. That's like probably more than a decade ago that Google basically don't count it. They don't look at it. I'm not sure about Bing or Yahoo if they still consider that. I don't know about that. Brian, can you double check? I thought they still counted on the Bing search or Yahoo. You might want to double check. It's been a while for me to check those two search engines. Okay, so for now I wouldn't worry about it. What I would really focus on is the SEO title or the page title or the title tag, because that explains the search engine what the page is about and also explain to me what is it about. And the meta tag description, which I recommend 160 characters, including spaces with the keyword that you added on the title tag. Okay, those are highly recommended. Okay, good question, Wazifa. Let me see what other comments people left for Think Academy. Victory said, your site looks nice, but some pages are fully responsive. For example, the RL page, the texts are cutting off the viewport and some fonts are too big. Also, the title of your site is Think Academy, but your site URL is Think Academy, which is in one word and not separate. That's a bit confusing. Yeah, that's a very excellent feedback, Victory. What else? Angels, I'll look into that. Would you mind telling which ones or which pages where the font is too small? Okay. Let's see. Any more feedback? Jessica, I feel like this is a very easy web page to look through and is so pleasant on the eyes. I'm digging it, says Jessica. Let's see. What else? What other feedback? If I forgot to check one thing, the mobile. I gotta make sure that how does it look on the mobile devices. For that, I use this tool called Responsinator. Responsinator. So Responsinator, what it does, Responsinator, like Terminator. So basically, you can put your domain on Responsinator, and it will show you how your website looks like on the majority of the popular mobile devices out there. Okay, it's called Responsinator.com. Bing looks at them. Okay, so there you go. So Brian confirmed it. Was if the Bing does look at them, but not as ranking signal. Bing reads the meta keyword tag as a spam signal. Okay, then just stay away from it. All right, so it looks kind of okay on the mobile device. Yeah, it looks kind of well organized. I like it. Okay, so the mobile device looks nice. Okay, on the mobile device, let me show you this tool right here. It's really awesome. It's called Responsinator. Okay, see that? It's called Responsinator. You can add the domain, so you can also function it from here. Pretty cool, right? So it shows you how it looks on the iPhone, right? This show you on the side. How does it look on the side? And different mobile devices, Android, iPad. So this is a good way to see how your website looks like on mobile devices or portable devices, right? So that's a good tool to have, called Responsinator. Okay, very, very good tool. All right, folks. Don't forget, if you are enjoying this live streaming, feel free to tag some of your cool colleagues that want to learn this, and tag some of your friends, or share this, or invite. I would highly appreciate it. All right, no more questions. So let's jump to the next website. So a lot of good feedback for Angel on her site from the community group. This is really, really good. More suggestion for higher conversion, and a testimonial slider to your homepage. I wouldn't really use slider on the homepage, to be honest, because the slider in most cases don't work very well on the mobile devices. Right, on the most mobile devices, it doesn't work very well. I would just recommend have a solid one primary image with the one primary relevant call to action, and that's about it, because that's what's going to get you the leads. Okay. Joe basically said, very easy to navigate with lots of informative text and links. As a former teacher, one thing, and this is purely personal, is the use of words kids. When I was doing teacher training many decades ago, I was told that kids are baby goats, and the term are children or student. That makes sense. Okay, I never thought about that. Marita, just writing welcome might be enough, or welcome to the Think Academy spelled out. I think only looking at the homepage, try making the text with the smaller font a bit bigger. You see, exactly. Good feedback from this community, similar to some of what I said. Whoa, this is amazing feedback. Thank you so much. Just wait, Angel. Just wait. I'm going to get you like 10 points. Whatever I mentioned in the video, I'm going to write a whole line of points and share that for you, so you can copy it somewhere and save it somewhere, so you can go through it one by one. Sue said, let's see, Mark, what's going on, my man? How are ya? What you doing, bro? Let's see. Sue said, pretty. Love your mission and how you connect school learning with life. Could not read the statement under the light bulb. Yep, because the tagline, the logo is so small. Work on the post about your 3 L's. All right, so these are some of the awesome feedback from the community. Let's go and look at another website right here. Let's check another one. What is this? Let's see. What is this? All right, let's check right here. What is this? For a second, I thought it was like a bot. SMNL Architecting. What is this? What is this? What is this? This is not English. All right. I'm assuming it's welcome to something architect. I think it's an architect company. Portfolio, understood that. Do they have let's see, do they have changed a different language? Okay, I don't understand what it says right here. That should be a different color if they want the visitor to look at this. Let's see what's there. It says I have no clue, and it's not working. That's not good. 404 error. That's the first thing they need to fix. This thing is not working. 404 error, or it's possible. And the website doesn't have the HTTPS. That's problematic as well. So let's see. It's possible. It's possible because in this office I have a super high security Wi-Fi connection. So because it probably is from overseas, it's blocking, some of the pages. This thing is cool. This opening stuff right here. Font are not that too big. The call to action button has to be in different color. Okay, I'm not sure if these are architect. I'm not sure what they are because I cannot see any other pages. Oh, there you go. See, I clicked the portfolio right here and it worked. So what is this? Apartment? But why is it? Oh, it's still thinking. Sorry, still thinking. Still thinking. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Ooh. In Milan. Is that Italy? What is this? I don't know. I'm confused right there. Okay. Let me go back. Let's see what else. Splitting apartment. Name. So this, I don't know the problems on my end, but this is good. You see the image right here? It's good. But I don't know, these images not coming up. Okay. Contact. SMNL. I wouldn't use the email like this because you're going to be susceptible to getting spams. This should be enough. The form that you have, that should be enough. Okay, you don't need the email. Okay. Is this an office? Let's see. This thing called dead white space. You don't wanna leave a dead empty space right here. Okay. If this is the form, you want to bring it up closer to the header, but don't keep a dead white spot. Call it dead space. So you have an Instagram and Facebook. The Facebook is colored, but not the Instagram. That should be colored too. But yeah, the portfolio here works, but this one here, it doesn't. So there's a problem right there in the call to action. And the call to action, when I clicked on the portfolio, it took me to an unsecure page. But if I click any other pages, it says other pages are secure, which is also odd. Like other pages has the HTTPS, but the home page doesn't. So it's possible that these are architect or architectural company from the look of it. So even though I don't understand what it is, just the design and the look give you that hint. Oh, this looks like maybe a developer, a home developer, apartment developer, or architect or construction. Maybe I'm not sure yet because I don't even have an option here to translate, right? Because it's for sure it's possible that the audience is not in the US or anything like that. You know what I mean? So make sure that the HTTPS is on the home page. Make sure the call to action is clickable and working, and change the color for those. By far, that's it. You got all the stuff on the bottom, and I'm also sure when it comes to maybe they don't care or nobody cares because nobody knows. Not saying they don't care in a bad way. I'm just saying that maybe they don't know. So running. Let's see. Beep, 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 beep. News, not too many errors. Excellent. Very, very minor error on the home page. That's very good. Let me go to the second page. Wow, I don't know what it took me. Okay. Okay. All right, that's good. You're close to within the 80 range area on the mobile device. I'm sure the desktop also good. So that's good. Not the best, but that's good. So that's a good start. And let's see the GT metrics. All right, there you go. It also has a good score, but needs some work. This means your slow score. So mostly images. That means the image could be bigger. No, it's just small right here. It could be the image size, leverage caching, and server. So yeah, look at these two things, and you can fix. And let's see how it looks on the mobile device. Let's see how it looks on the mobile device. Beep, 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 beep. All right, so there you go, the navigation. But for some reason, see, this image is not coming up here. Oh, that's weird. The image that they have on the desktop is not coming up. Call to action. Okay. Oh, I see the 1 second. Our projects. I couldn't see the. Wow, look at that. I just couldn't see it. So this one has an image, but this one doesn't come with the image. So I guess you need to make sure they have images here, because I was like, what is this? Another dead space? Okay. So there you go. All right. So now let's check. So is it a good idea to host website on another server like we host videos on YouTube? What do you mean? I mean, typically you can buy the every domain registrar company like, Namecheap, GoDaddy, Rackspace, whatever, Liquid Web and DigitalOcean, WP Engine. Most of them, not all of them, because some of them only focus on one area, like WP Engine only hosts WordPress-based website, right? So companies that sells, or you can buy the domain through, let's say GoDaddy, they have a server, so you can get the hosting through them, or you can get the domain from them, but the hosting from somewhere else. Okay. In fact, most of my clients have it that way, where basically they buy the domain from Namecheap or GoDaddy, but the hosting will be like with Pressable, WP Engine, WP Engine, Get Flywheel, or Liquid Web, or DigitalOcean, or SiteGround, right? So that's how you can do it. I mean, hosting images on. You can use Flickr, right? Flickr been there for quite some time. I don't know about the Google Photo. How does that work? I mean, I can store my stuff in Google Photo, but Flickr, Photo Bucket, yes, you can have your images there if you want to speed up the website and embed the Flickr plugin, whatever, on your website, and that's how they can view it. In fact, photographers, possibly they can do that, but some of the photographers don't want to have their images spread out everywhere, so that's why they only keep it on their website. So again, it's up to you how you want to do it. Okay, but that is a good question. I also noticed that the website has a favicon. I don't know if that's a logo, but there is a favicon right here. Okay, so let's check the on-page SEO on this website, even though I don't understand. And let's see how it looks. All right, so they have the company name and livable architecture. Oh, that's the Denison architecture, isn't it? Yeah, English. There's no meta tag description. That's missing, as I figured. Okay, so what else? Missing alternative text. The text ratio is 11%, and they need to bump it up to 15 or 25. And they don't have Google Search Console configured for the sitemap, and they don't have Google Analytics. So there you go. You need to install Google Analytics in the Search Console and implement the on-page SEO on every single page with the relevant title tag and meta tag description. Make sure the images are short, small in size with the alternative text, and any on-page SEO that you want to implement on the website. And what you can do, you can always go back to WP Beginner and just type SEO, okay? Then you will see good content right here. What is, here we go. WordPress SEO made simple, step-by-step guide, updated, so you can look, since your website is built on WordPress, so you can definitely go through here step-by-step to do that, okay? All right. So let's see. It is 6:42 p.m. Central Time. Do y'all have any more question about website, about SEO, about what should be there? What are the priority stuff to look for? So let me read some of these comments from the audience. Firstly, your header image is too big. It covered my phone viewpoint. That's what Victory said. Secondly, you're targeting only your language. If no, then add a translator. That makes sense, that if you're not targeting just your own demographic in your location, if you want folks from other countries or Western countries or even non-Western countries to hire you, then you should have a a plugin for multi-languages. Okay, there's an awesome plugin for that. Let me show you. Let's see, multilingual. There's this one awesome plugin. It's premium. They have a free version, but the premium does the best work. Let me show you. It's called the WordPress multilingual plugin. Right? Let me show you how. Especially if you have like if you're targeting different audiences and not just English speaking, you can use this plugin right here. WPML stands for multilingual. Okay, it's one of my favorite tools. They have a free version and a paid version. I recommend go with the paid because it comes with a lot of services and tools and features. So yeah, so check out WPML. Even though you have Google Analytics and the Google Search Console set up, do you still need to configure the Monster Insight plugin? Excellent question, Wazifa. You don't have to. If the Google Analytics already set up, if the Google Search Console already set up, you don't need Monster Insight. You don't need to do anything else. In fact, I believe your website already has that. So yeah, you don't have to worry about that. The other day, I showed that to some of the what do you call it? When I did live, I want to show other people how to install Monster Insight and how to use the analytics in the Search Console. That's why I showed that everybody. So check out this WP multilingual. It's one of the top, number one multilingual plugin. Okay. All right. Let's see what else in the comment section here. Other people's feedback. Marjan. Let's see. Oh, he's speaking that language. Okay. I don't know what he said. What he's saying. Jessica, this is scary for me, but here we go. I'm an aspiring food. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a different site. Victory feedback. What kind of translator do you mean? Sorry, I'm really new to this. Francisca. Okay. No problemo. I'm gonna go back later on and give Francisca more feedback as we discuss about the usability, right? Then we talked about the functionality, the usability, the broken stuff. That's from the user experience, the disability part, and the speed. This is what the on-page SEO basic analysis. So those are the feedback, and hopefully she can make those changes because WP Beginner has all the resources and the step-by-step guide to show you how to do it. All right, so any more questions? Any more questions? Okay, sorry, what is multi-language plugin? That's for translating. So basically, if you're focusing for English and Spanish speaking audience, so when I visit the website, I can click on, let's say, convert to Spanish or switch back to English. Everything else will change to Spanish. It's for multilingual because the website that we check right now is not in English. Okay. So actually, let me see what it is on. What is this? I can find it right now. Give me a second. Let's see on what language it was on. So that was the plugin for. Basically, the community, the community in the group was recommending that if you're targeting English speakers, so you do have to add a translator or switch for what do you call it? Let's see, where did it go? That is welcome. Oh, it's Dutch. Yeah, I figured like German, I thought. So it was a Dutch. Okay. So that website was in Dutch. All right. Any more questions? Any more questions? Okay. So that's about it for today. 2 websites that we went through, and they're like tons. So hopefully this was a basic, just kind of quick analysis when we look on the website. But when it comes to like in-depth analysis, and that requires a lot of additional work. Okay, so this was very basic for y'all. So don't forget, look at the functionality, look at the visual, make sure everything is functional and working, nothing is broken. look at the flow, right? We talked about the buyer's persona. We talked about buyer's journey. See how it flows, how it's taking the visitor. Then check the basic technical side of on page, which is the HTTPS, the backend on page, page titles, meta tags, images, sizes of the images, and whatnot, and the speed of the website, and also the tool wave.webaim.org for people with disability. Response center not working for my site. What do you mean? Let me see. Responsenator. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. Wazifa. Did you get a chance to look at the email I sent you about the Google Ads? That's the research we made, and for your goals, that's what's going to happen. So let me know if you're interested. If not, then we can also talk about. I'm still gonna get you something about the website. My team are overbooked with projects, so let me take this website of yours and check it on Responsonator and see what happens. Responsonator. Yeah, that's weird. It's not Responsonator refused to connect. There's something's blocking it. I don't know what it is. Not good. Not good. Yeah, there's something on the outside. I don't know what it is, but I did see. I did. Okay. Yeah, there's something. There is something. Let me see if I can view it from a mobile device. Just 1 second. Yeah, I see it, but all I see, I mean, I don't know if you can see this, but 1 second here. If you can see it, see that? I mean, so it's mobile friendly. Okay. So the tool probably is not able to pull it up, but yeah, it is mobile. But even then, I mean, all these buttons, I mean, it's not even a buttons, they're actually pages, right? If I click on this one, it will take me to that particular page. There you go. So, and it works fine. And going back, yeah. But all those button has to be consistent in the size and the information on it, because some of them are like a little bit on the left, some of them are like a little bit cut off. But initially, this is what's supposed to be the first thing, right? And instead of these, this should be the first thing, like this one, right? Then these, okay? So yeah, it works on the mobile, so you're fine. There should be no problem, okay? So let me know if y'all have any more question about websites, traffic, conversion, ads, anything like that. Let me know. I'm just gonna wait for another minute for Q&A, and don't forget, always keep sending me those. If you get a chance, send me those questions. All right. Let's wait for a minute. All right, folks, 6:52 p.m. Central Time. Thank you so much for being here tonight, this evening. I highly appreciate it. And I'll see you all tomorrow at 6 p.m. Bye-bye for now.